Hello there, you're welcome back to Biology Lectures with Akerele Oladimiji Philip. So today we move on to osmosis. Alright, so let's get started. Now, looking at the screen here, you're going to be seeing two segments, segment A and segment B. Segment A only has water molecule, segment B has water molecule and some solutes. The solute could be salt or sugar. It's not really mentioned, but solute. So that means segment B is going to be concentrated or sweeter. So for that reason, water will move from A to B. And what's happening? You can see the level of B rising. It rose up because the solvent has moved. So let's define osmosis really. So osmosis is the movement of water from a dilute solution to a concentrated solution through a partially permeable membrane. This membrane only allows water to pass through or solvent. That's how we say it is partially permeable. It doesn't allow sugar or salt to pass through it. It can also mean the movement of water from area of low concentration. Low concentration is the same thing as saying dilute solution. That's the same thing. So area of high concentration, which means concentrated solution. Is that simple. Now, one word you should remember is that this word dilute is the same thing as saying hypotonic. Let me write that there for you. It's very important, please. The word dilute is the same thing as saying hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. The word concentrated can also mean hypertonic. Hypertonic solution. Please don't forget that. Let me write that again. Hypertonic means the same thing as hypertonic, means the same thing as concentrated solution. All right, here. So a solution is said to be diluted if it has small solvent, which is higher water potential, and low concentration of molecules. That's what it means, than solute. While a solution is said to be concentrated if it has what? Lower water potential, if it has more solute than solvent. Solvent is the water, solute is the salt or sugar. It's expected that water will move from area of lower concentration, that means dilute or hypotonic, to area of higher concentration, which means concentrated or hypertonic. So the partially permeable membrane only allows water to pass through it. Please, you might need to pause the video here if you need to write. Let me take this away for you to be able to write, or just pause the video. Sincerely, you have a lot of information on this slide for you to take note of. Take note of the word, what hypertonic means, what hypotonic means, and all of that. So I love this so much. Now, this is a semi-permeable membrane or partially permeable membrane. You can see the membrane there. This is the hypotonic solution or dilute solution. This is the hypertonic solution. Why? It has salt molecules there. Then see what happens. The movement of solvent alone, can you see what is happening? It's moving. Then now this place has become higher now because it has sucked in water to itself. This is very, very nice. You might rewind the video to see that again. Let's look at how osmosis affects the plant tissue, how the plant tissue responds to osmosis. Now it says here, if you take a piece of, let's say a potato, just cut out a piece of potato, and you put it in a jar of water. If that plant tissue gains mass, it is because of the following. Water must have moved into that. So that means, let me show you something. Yes. Now, so if you have the same equal amount of potato put into two of them, actually do this, but let's just assume they're the same. Then after you finish, this one has become bigger, this one has become lesser. Why has it become bigger here? Let's see the reason. The reason is because water has moved in. So why will water move in? That's because the solution surrounding the tissue is less concentrated than the plant itself. So for that reason, because the plant is more concentrated than in itself, so it's going to suck in water. So when it sucks in water, it becomes bigger. So that is what is responsible here. If you look at this, let's check this something. It says here is 0.2 mole per dm cube dilute sugar solution is surrounding this potato, this guy here. So the size of the potato solution, the size of the potato in solution A increased because it has gained water. That means this potato solution has more concentration than this surrounding fluid. That's why it is, so it's sucked in the water because water moves from area of lower concentration, which is this area here, into the potato. That's why it gains mass. Now let's see what happens next. If the plant tissue loses water, it's because of the following. So if it has become smaller, water must have moved out of the plant tissue into the surrounding tissue. Why would that happen? The solution surrounding the tissue is more concentrated than the plant tissue. So let's see. So here, watch, good. Can you see what happened here? 1 mole per dm cube of concentrated sugar solution is what is surrounding this guy here. So for that reason, that means it's more concentrated than the plant tissue. So it has no choice than to lose water. So water will move out, move out, move out. So it says here, the size of the potato in B decreased because it has lost water. This is very, very important. So it's just all about water moving to where there's more concentration. Moving to where there's more concentration. And that area will gain mass. That's what it is. It's going to gain mass. Just like you saw in that, and you are seeing here again. So it says here, it is possible, however, that the size of the potato may remain the same. This is because if it is kept in the solution that has equal concentration as it itself, then water will only move into and out without net movement. Let's say now we have, this guy has 1 mole per dm cube. This one has 1 mole per dm cube. It's the same concentration. So what happens? Water will move out, water will move in. There won't be any net gain. This guy will not become bigger. This environment, the size, the level of water in the sugar in the jar will not become bigger. Also, it just remain the same because of the same concentration. So in such case, we say this solution is isotonic. Isotonic. Isotonic means that the amount of water, amount of tonicity, which means solute, is the same both inside and outside. Hope that is noted. All right.